Welcome. In the last few videos, I've been focusing very much on the topic of conversational copywriting. This one, I'm going to touch on it, but the emphasis is a little different because this is a question that was sent in to me by Michele reader, who is taking another one of my courses, How to Write Better Headlines. And she has a question relating to clickbait. Like, where do you cross the line between a dramatic headline for web content that has a hook and is intriguing, but doesn't go so far to be clickbait? If you're not sure what that means, stick with me. We were going to get there. So what I did in the course, and excuse me, I'm going to be referring to my notes a bit because I've got some headlines to read out. I gave them in an exercise in the course, I gave them this kind of starter headline to work with. And here's what I wrote. People who seem to age really well have these 4 things in common. All right, to me, that's a typical kind of first draft headline for a page of web content that needs refining. It needs sharpening. It needs a few more drafts. So Michele first came back with 4 traits of youthful adults. So I think she did well bringing the number 4 to the beginning of the headline. That always seems to work well. Maybe she's made that a little bit too short, a little too succinct and snappy. Anyway, she came back with a slightly longer version. So listen to this one. 4 traits of youthful adults, dash, how many of these do you share? I think that's really good because what she's done with the second half there is really intrigue the reader. Well, she's got a bit of a hook at the beginning, 4 traits of youthful adults, but when she says how many of these traits do you share, she's really going to be increasing the number of people who can't resist going through, scrolling down and reading the rest of that page or watching that slideshow or watching that video because they want to see how many of these traits they share. So I think that's great. But she had a concern. She said, hey, is this clickbait when I say that? Have I crossed the line? And I wrote back and said, no, I absolutely don't think so. I think clickbait is a whole lot worse than that. So I'll give you an example of what I would consider clickbait. I was looking at some videos on YouTube a while back and I saw a title that said, OMG dash, my wife just walked out on me. All right, very dramatic. So I think, interesting. I watched the video and here's what actually happened is this guy's wife went out for the evening with her girlfriends and left him at home with the kids. OMG, my wife just walked out on me. So that is clickbait. So it's totally misleading, wildly exaggerating with this, the single purpose of driving people into the content, whether that be an article or a video or whatever. So I said to Michele, I really don't think you need worry. You haven't nearly gone that far. But she pointed out that in the course, the headline writing course, I'd actually been a little bit broader in my definition of clickbait. So let's go back and look at what she said. 4 traits of youthful adults, how many of these do you share? I'm going to change that a bit. 4 traits of youthful adults, number 4 will make your jaw drop. All right, so this isn't like the one about OMG, my wife just walked out on me, kind of like a blatant misleading lie. But it's, number 4 will make your jaw drop. I mean, there are a zillion headlines out there on the web that go blah, blah, blah. Number 4, number 29, number 64 will make your jaw drop. I mean, everyone's using it. And it's always the last number. So if you got a list of 1 to 25 things, it's always number 25 that's going to make your jaw drop, because the idea is that you get people to go through all the content right through to number 29. Does it make your jaw drop? Not really. So is it as bad as the other one, the one about the OMG, my wife just walked out on me? No, it's not. Is it clickbait? I think so. And so look, here's the way, and now we're going to come back to conversational copywriting again, is here's the way I filter it. And that is, I think to myself, would I be comfortable using this in conversation, in natural conversation with someone? So if in natural conversation with someone I said, how many of these do you share? How many of these longevity traits do you share? I think I'd feel pretty comfortable with that. If I said in conversation with someone, number 4 will make your jaw drop, I think I'd feel like a bit of an idiot. I think I'd feel uncomfortable with that. So I think that can be a really good filter. That's where the line is with me. Like, because when you're writing headlines for content, yes, you want some drama, yes, you want a hook, yes, you want a reason for people to keep reading or keep watching. Your headline's got to work hard. But yes, somewhere you have to draw a line between a strong headline and clickbait. And for me, I think that's a good filter. Is like, would you be comfortable using this in natural conversation with someone sitting across the table? So anyway, thank you, Michelle, for the question. I hope you found that helpful. Thanks.